Hey guys, good afternoon. I got this 2022 Africa Twin here that I've just finished installing some accessories I'm pretty excited about, and just thought I'd kind of go over with you what I've done. And I tell you, it's been somewhat of a nightmare trying to get parts. It kind of always is, whether you're dealing with a pickup or boat, motorcycle, really anything. I mean, you're trying to fit accessories and different things, and make sure everything's going to work the way you want it to and be good quality. And sometimes that's tough to do. And sometimes, even though you do some research, you just can't quite get the information you want. So I definitely struggle with that a little bit. But I've got some stuff on here I'm real happy with. And so I want to go over a few things with you real quick. And then I'll probably do another video in a week or two. I'm about to go on about 1,000-mile loop, pretty much just all highway, because I'm going with some Harley guys, and of course they don't want to take their bikes off road, which I don't blame them. I wouldn't either. But anyway, it's just a good trip to see how it does. So far, like I said in another video, I'm really liking the bike. It's good. I mean, it has its quirks and things, and if you go on YouTube and check them out, you'll find some complaints with them. But I suppose you'll find out with anything. So there's always issues, but overall, I like riding it. It's a fun bike to ride, and I'm really happy with it, especially now that I've got some accessories. I'm getting it more fitted the way I want. So anyway, let's jump into kind of what I've done. First of all, let me talk about this box. This box is a box that the dealer bought from, I think it's Parts Unlimited, but it's by Moose Racing, Kenai, I guess, but it's a Moose Racing box, and it's similar to two or three other styles. But when the dealer bought this box, they bought it with the side boxes, and these racks here are also from Moose Racing. They fit the matching boxes to this one. I did not want to go the hard box route. When I sat on it, I had my wife sit on the back because she likes to go sometimes. I'm thinking, man, those are going to be uncomfortable, and if we ever tip over, that's going to pinch my leg, smash my leg. It's probably not going to be a very pretty thing. So, and then, if you have one good crash on them, you're going to dent them up, scratch them up, and they're going to look terrible. So, pretty much everything that I looked at, and in my thinking, the soft bag is just a way better way to go, especially if you plan on doing more off-road stuff. I've got some bags. Well, I won't do a video on them. I can never say this company right. Givi. That is the brand of bag that I've went with. It's a Canyon 25 liter. It looks to be pretty good quality, but it's not going to mount on those. It's a soft bag, but it's got a hard mount on the other side, and so it just kind of clicks on and off just like the hard bags would. And that's what I wanted. But again, I've got to get different rack system. So the dealer's got that ordered, but it's kind of on back order. So hopefully here in a few days they'll actually ship them out. But anyway, so we're going with a soft bag on that. And again, we're gonna have to change the racks for those. But I did keep the box because I wanted a hard box, and partially because when my wife rides, I want a good support for her so she feels safe on the back. And it's one complaint she's had on some other bikes. Crotch rock was my first bike, and she didn't like that because she didn't feel comfortable. And I'm sure a lot of that was my fault and how I drove. But anyway, she's real happy with this type of setup. Now, when you buy this box, you have to buy these two pads. They call it a backrest separate. So when I first get there, the dealer says, "Yeah, we got this box," and yeah, it comes with a backrest. Well, it didn't come with a backrest, so that was separate. So they ordered that. Anyway, we get it on the box. Well, then come to find out, and I didn't think about it until I was messing with it. The one they had was a 37 liter. This is a 48 liter, so you got to be careful about the liters. For me, one thing that I want to do with a box is be able to put my helmet inside. If it's, I'm at a restaurant and I want to throw it in there real quick and secure it, or terrain and whatever. I figure I at least need to be able to put one helmet in there and have a decent amount of room to put other stuff in here. So the 37 was really too small, and it would not fit a helmet. So I had them get, they traded me out. They're real good about it. Traded me out for this 48 liter, and this 48 liter is great. And so then you get the backrest, and you got to drill these holes out right here, and then you got to drill these 2 holes out right here, and put the backrest on. Real simple and easy to do. And so then it's got this rubber mat in here, so it's pretty nice box, for miscellaneous stuff. And this thing I'm going to go over in a minute. So anyway, that's the deal with this box. And some complaints that guys have complained about is you can't undo the latch without the key. So, and this is the same way. Okay, you got to have the key, and you can't take the key out. The camera here. You can't take the key out in its open position. So you have to latch it and take the key out. But then you can't open it. So anyway, this box is the same as a lot of others, that you got to have the key in it just to be able to open it. And you also have to have the key, have to have it unlatched, and then this here pulls back, and that's what unlocks it from the bottom. So that's how it's secured on. It kind of slips on there on the front there, and then you just push it down, and so it's a pretty easy, quick detach. While I'm on this area here, this is the mount that comes with this box. Well, there's actually 2 parts to mounting this box. Of course, you got the box itself, but then you have this mounting plate, and then you have this rack. So this Adventure, at least this model, and this is the decked out, top end model DCT. It's ES, electronic suspension and everything. So, but I believe even the base model comes with this rack, but I'm not sure on that. But anyway, this is the factory rack that comes on it. Well, they don't make the mount to go on this rack here. So you got to buy their rack, and of course their mount for their box. I didn't want to do that. We're trying to figure out. We actually went through several different process of ordering different parts to try to figure out, what do I need to mount this mount to this rack, and it's just not there. But I was able to I should probably show you why I'm on this. I was able to just universally mount it. Okay, take this off. Okay, so basically, you got these 4 holes right here, and they don't line up to the holes on this rack. Now, if you get the other rack system, that's how it'll work. But I like the looks of this one better, and it sits a little closer. The other rack system for this mount in the box, it actually sticks it out farther. I get a little shot there. So that's how far that mount is now. And with the other rack system that goes with that mount, it sets it back. Oh, I don't know. I don't measure, but it's, a good 3 to 5 inches. So it goes back quite a bit, and I didn't want that either. So anyway, what I did is I kind of I notched out this spot here, and then of course the way I just used a corner. You can see like there's a corner right there. There's a similar corner right here, and so I put the bolt with some washers there, so I could go in the factory holes on this rack on the bike, and then so anyway, it's secure. It's not going anywhere, and that's how that's worked. Now, I'm a little uncertain because my wife hasn't rode since we've gotten this setup done. I just got this box today. We may need to move it back, and if you move it back, I can, But then, like, what do I don't have nothing to hook to. I'm going to have to get a big washer. But, you know, you've only got so much clearance right here. You start putting washers, you're going to raise the bolt up, and then it's going to interfere with the box, I think. Now, it may work. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, that is an issue that may occur, is she may want to actually move this back. And maybe the rack system would be better. Maybe that 3 or 5 inches back is going to be better for her. But anyway, that's just not the route that I went, and you'll have to decide which route you want to go. And she may be fine. But anyway, to be able to move this back, you can probably do something, but it's not going to be the best setup for going back anymore. You could probably go forward, but you can't go back anymore. So anyway, that's the deal on this box and how that is sitting. The other thing I guess I want to go over is this. So get the brand. I can't even begin to say it, so I'm not going to. But this is a fork shield for this bike. And basically what it is this plastic thing. Now you get online, you're gonna get some other reviews on these, and this you wouldn't think there's a problem. And at first, when people are saying, oh, there's you get your helmet shaken and there's a bunch of turbulence that comes out of this whole area, and I'm thinking, it's probably not. Of course, everybody's got their different sizes and heights, and some people are going to be fine, some people are not. And a lot of complaints as well, the windshield is too short or it's too tall. For me, at 5'9", I think it's pretty good. But the helmet buffering was a problem, and it kind of shakes your helmet, and a little bit uncomfortable there. Well, come to find out, it's this hole. And so what you can do, if you've got one of these bikes and you're deciding your helmet shakes around and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do about it, check this area out first. And what you do is, while you're riding, set your cruise control if you have it. If not, you can take one hand. Most of the time you're going to have gloves. Take one hand and just set it in here as you're going down the road and cover that hole up. It's going to almost instantly change, smooth things out. A noticeable difference, just sticking your hand in there with your glove on and taking up some of that space. It was a drastic difference. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, I found out real quick that, yeah, this hole does need to be covered up some, and I think this is going to do the trick. Now, I just put this on, but it covers a pretty large area of this hole and tightens it up a little bit. So I think that is going to do great wonders. And let me get on here and see if we've, yeah, see, there's no real clearance issues here. They've cut it back pretty far so you don't have that problem. Now, one problem that I just noticed as I'm doing this, which is partly why I want to do this video, is to kind of show you guys these things. I put these bark busters. I'll just touch on them real quick. This is a Storm. Let me go over here and I can get you the model number. I believe the Storm, I believe it's this one right here. There's several different ones. And bark busters are bike specific, the way they're designed and made. So you want to make sure you're getting the bar specific to whatever your bike is. But I got the Storms, and basically the Storm is this thing here is really big. I mean, they're real good size, got great protection on them, and good fitment. It's a good product, and they fit on real nice. So anyway, that's how they go on. So anyway, great product, and these are going to be good. Definitely give you more coverage, and definitely going to protect your handlebars and stuff better than the factory ones. The factory ones look good, but they're just plastic, and so you have a hard enough crash, they're gonna break and bust, and maybe break your knuckles and bend your bars. And so if you're, I don't know, I always try to somewhat prepare for the crash. You know, you hope it doesn't happen, but it does happen. If you're out having fun, at least have a good tip over. And so I try to be prepared for that and try to protect the bike and myself as much as I can and still be halfway comfortable and be able to maneuver the bike. So anyway, great product, and they're going to do great. But anyway, so I realized that this bolt down here, this bolt rubs on here. And like I said, I just noticed that. So as you can see, a little bit right there. It's going to be a problem. So I'll have to address that. And what I'm thinking right now, I mean, I could move them up, but you've got these wires right here, so it really can't go up much more. It could a little bit, but that's going to need a lot of adjustment. The other thing I might be able to do is switch the Allen. It's got an Allen right there. Maybe I'll just switch it around, and that might do something. But I think it's still going to rub a little bit. But that's only when you're turned all the way. Most of the time you don't turn that far, so I may not worry about it too much. I mean, it's probably gonna leave a little scuff. You might be able to see one right there a little bit. So I don't know. I might do something about that. But anyway, that's one issue I just noticed. But anyway, this thing is real easy to put on, and it's the benefit of it is going to be awesome for me at least. And I would assume that probably no matter what your height is, you're probably going to get helmet buffering and shaking around because of the amount of air that comes out of here. There really is a pretty good amount that comes out. And so, yeah, I will report back on this, but I think this is going to do awesome. And like I said, if you just go down the road and use one hand and cover up that hole, you're gonna notice a big difference. So anyway, there's that, and I already went over the bark butts I just put on. They're gonna be great. And these I did cover these bars in another video. These are, again, that brand I can't pronounce right, GIVI, these crash bars. And I talked about in that video, they were kind of a pain to install. Didn't quite line up in a couple places, but other than that, seem to be a pretty good product, and they're definitely going to protect the bike very well in the event I tip over. The other thing having to do with these bars that I bought is highway pegs. So they provide an excellent, actually 2 or 3 options to put these highway pegs on. So let me kind of show you these pegs. These are, of course, made in China. Everything's made in China, but actually a pretty good quality from coming out of China. It's all a good metal and aluminum. It's, yeah, I'm actually surprised. So there's some plastic sleeves in there that you put in there. And anyway, it's, yeah, I mean, if I pulled on this too hard, I tipped the bike over. So they're and then the rubber goes up there, and it's just going to rub on the bar, so there's no rattling. But anyway, they just provide a really great place to put your feet. So anyway, I'm kind of got my legs out in front, and then I can stretch clear out. Anyway, I'm not doing a very good justice with the camera here, but they're definitely going to give you some other places to put your legs. They're going to be really nice, and these bars just happen to work perfect for, like I said, a few different mounting locations on these pegs. Now these pegs I bought off of Amazon, not a name brand. I did write down the brand. They are SMT Moto for 1 inch to 1.25 inch bar, and they were $70. So they came pretty quick. Everything went good there. So anyway, that's the brand of these. And so anyway, that right there I think is pretty much it. Don't know if there's anything else I really need to go over at this point. We'll try everything out and we'll see, but I expect the pegs are going to do real good. They're tight. They're not going to move. I'm real happy with them. Bark busters are on good. This little plastic piece is going to do good. So anyway, the only other accessory that I'm not showing you is I did get some padded shorts. This seat is uncomfortable, and you're going to read that. You're going to hear about it in other videos. These seats are pretty uncomfortable. And I'm sure you can get seat concept seats or unlimited. There's other brands of seats out there that for some might make a world of difference. But I think probably, I just don't see the seat changing much unless you can increase the amount of cushion in there. If that's the case, it's going to raise the seat height, and I don't want to do that. So anyway, the other part that come in is padded shorts. They are moto skivvies, and I got them from Rocky Mountain ATV. I think they were $72 or something. But the pad is real nice, and it's right in the right place. And so I'm going to try those out on this long trip, and we'll see. But I've got a similar pair of shorts for my mountain bike over there. Got a nice mountain bike over there that I haven't ridden in probably 2 years. But anyway, the padded shorts made a big difference on that, and I think they're going to make a big difference on this. So anyway, I think that pretty much covers everything for you guys to look at when you're doing these, and hopefully it'll make your accessory shopping a little easier. So anyway, we'll catch you guys later.